Now, I want to tell you how to get around the wash sale rule. I bet at least half of you, if not all of you, know what the wash sale rule is. If you sell something at a loss and then buy it right back, the IRS says no go. We'll pretend it didn't happen. So I buy this stock for $100,000. It goes down to $80,000. I don't want to just sell it and get out because I'm afraid of getting whipsawed. It goes right back up to 100 and I'm killing myself, right? So I would be tempted to sell it for 80 and buy it back for 80 3 minutes later. Doesn't work. You've got to stay out of it for 31 days. And this causes a lot of people pain. It causes them to stick in stocks forever because they don't want to get whipsawed. They don't want to sell at the bottom and watch it go right back up. Then they're kicking themselves. And I've got 2 solutions to that. And they're both extremely powerful. They're valid. I use them. You can use them. Number 1 is you can get around this if you're doing funds. Did you know that? Funds. Okay, so I owned, as it happened, a Vanguard, going into the crash, I owned a Vanguard large cap fund, index fund. I owned a Vanguard small cap index fund. And the crash came and I had these losses, but I wasn't going to get out at the bottom. I wasn't that dumb. So this is what happened. In March of 2009, I bought a whole bunch of the Vanguard mid-cap index fund. That was coincidentally very near the low. Then, a couple months later, actually, it could have been the same day, in fact, I sold the ones that have gone down. So my tax return shows a gigantic loss. The mid-cap fund that replaced the small and the large did very well for me. It has an unrealized gain. So it happens for me that I did my buying in March and my selling in May, but I could have done them the same day. Why? Because the IRS says you can't buy back the same thing, but you can buy back something that's similar. And I assure you that if you sell a Vanguard long and a Vanguard big cap and a Vanguard small cap and buy a Vanguard mid cap, you'll have pretty much the same results. And if you really wanted to be in the small and the large and not in the mid, wait 31 days and get back and reverse it all.